We put our potatoes in a few days ago, and I think we ended up with about 4 beds. I think it was 30 pounds of potatoes. So in that bed and that bed, that bed and that bed, and those 2 buckets all have potatoes in them. And that's pretty much it for our garden, except for the things that we have to wait until after the first frost, or last frost, to plant. So just like some herbs and stuff. Most of the things we chose were things that could go in the ground before the last frost, just because we get ours in mid-June. My plan now is to go and weed the garden a little bit. So I went down to the local to pick up a bag of chick grower feed for the chicks, and the guy who was giving me my feed asked how old are my chicks, and I was like, they're 6 weeks, and he was like, do you want to take some veggies? And I said, sure. And he gave me a ton of throwaway food. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, I've got pigs, I've got chickens, anything you want to get rid of, I will put in my car. It was lunchtime, and I did put a bunch of food in my car and then leave it really hot in the sun for the rest of the day, and then drove my commute home. So it smells kind of bad in there, but I'm super excited about all of the free food that I got for the pigs and the chickens.
Sure, I'm not allowed to eat this? Yeah, I think I can handle this. It's heavy.
It is heavy.
A few old lemons. So I'm very excited today. This finally happened to us. We got stuff from the grocery store. So it's great in that this stays out of the landfill, obviously. And it's a big nitrogen source now for our compost, which is very wood chip heavy. The chicken manure is great for cancelling that out, but this will certainly help with moisture and nitrogen that I don't have to, source from buying feed. Free feed this time. Hey, chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. And I know they'll be very happy to see all this. Now there's lots of stuff in here that doesn't really compost well, like lemons and stuff, but I don't care. This compost won't be used till next year, so it'll be good by then. I mean, those mung beans look good enough for me to eat. It's a win for the business that gave this to us, because in our county you have to pay tipping fees, so they won't have to do that now. Businesses do, I don't think individuals do. But yeah, lots of water, nitrogen, and food for the chicks.
Okay, so it's been a few days since we planted the potatoes, a little over a week already, so I wanted to go check in on the potatoes and then just check in on the lettuce and stuff and see how everything is growing. So it looks like all of the beds have some signs of life. Not all of the potatoes are coming up yet, but there's definitely signs of life everywhere, so that is a good sign, I guess. Our onions are looking awesome. They're all coming up there. Our garlic is coming up. We're just waiting for the garlic scapes to get up there. And I don't know about my radishes. They look a little, it's like they're just not, oh no, look. So my radishes, I didn't think that they were gonna come up, but they're starting to get a little bit fatter there. So we might actually get a few radishes, which will be really nice. We're starting to see some spinach and some lettuce, and it looks like there's food growing. So exciting. So our garden is officially showing some signs of life. It's very exciting. I know that a lot of people are way ahead of us already harvesting things, but that's where we are. Got potatoes coming, we got lettuce, it's gonna rain. Let's go check on our tomatoes. So our tomatoes are doing awesome so far. We haven't got any tomatoes off of them yet, or some peppers, but we have got one tiny little green tomato, and they're definitely growing. So they're doing really well in here. So far things seem good. They're getting bigger. They're growing flowers. They're getting little buds. I did prune a few of the tomato plants. Some people say to pinch off the flowers and other people say not to, so I'm just gonna see what happens. Tell me your best advice down below about tomatoes. Should I pinch the flowers while they're this size, or should I let them go? What would you do if you were me? I've got a mix of determinate and indeterminate, mostly just like Roma, Scotia, and like cherry Sweet Millions tomatoes. But I do have one like Purple Heart tomato, that's the determinate side. So, I don't know. If you were me, would you be pinching off the flowers or just letting them go? All of your pruning advice below, please.